HuckFit22. Who should subscribe? Yeah, that's you.
Hello, I'm your host Huck Finn, and welcome to Dropout Challenge, the quiz show where high school dropouts compete against some of the brightest young students from America's public and private schools. Let's introduce our three contestants for today. Our first contestant is Richie Rapper of Detroit, Michigan, who dropped out of school at the age of 16 just before entering the 8th grade for the third time. Richie, tell us a little about yourself.
Yo, chill, man. Can't you see I conducting business here? Later, bitch.
Yes, well, Richie, why don't you tell our viewers what you've been doing since you've dropped out of school?
Like you got a search warrant for that question, man?
Thank you, Richie. And our next contestant is Tommy Gunner of Streetsboro, PA.
Hey, where's the mouse and the keyboard? I thought this was an online game.
Not exactly, Tommy, though it will be shown online.
Dude, how am I supposed to plan my assault here? No weapons, no armor rating? Do I get a chance to level up first?
Well, it's not that type of game, Tommy. But while we're on the subject, maybe you could tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I've pretty much mastered World of Warcraft and Halo. I'm just starting Diablo 3, and I've reached level 70 in Lord of the Rings Online. I've only been playing 2 weeks.
Well, that's pretty impressive. Now, you too dropped out of high school back when you were 16. Maybe you'd like to tell our audience how you make ends meet. I assume you do have a job?
Yeah, well, I taught myself to play on 6 gaming computers at the same time so I can group up and kill off all the best monsters and win all the best prizes. Then I sell some of my online winnings on eBay and, Craigslist.
You mean you sell virtual gold and other in-game winnings online? Is there much money in that?
It pays for my munchies. I don't need much else. I live at home with my mom. I probably always will.
Spoken like a true online champion. Well, that brings us to Bonnie Brownnose, our high school honor student from High Hedges, Connecticut. Say hello, Bonnie.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Brownnose. I'm a senior in high school with a 4.5 GPA, including all AP classes. I plan on attending either Stanford or Northwestern, and my planned major is nuclear microengineering with a minor in feminist studies.
Feminist studies? Where did you develop that interest, Bonnie?
Frankly speaking, I don't think your minor matters nearly as much as getting into the right college. And after meeting with some of the people in the admissions department at the colleges I seek to go to, well, my analysis tells me that feminist studies will look real good on my college application.
Indeed. Well, on to our game. Remember, contestants, you will be asked one question in each of 3 rounds. Each question presents you with the challenge of having to make a decision in a real-life situation.
Real life? What about virtual reality?
The person whose answer best addresses that situation, according to our panel of judges, will be awarded points for that round. Our first question is worth 100 points. You find yourself on the wrong part of town and have run out of gas. You have no cell phone with you, and as you look down the street, you see a gang of what appear to be street thugs heading your way. What do you do?
Shit.
Bonnie, what would you do?
Well, I would just hand over my whole purse and my cell phone and ask them just that they leave me $5 for gas so I could be on my way.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think if you're reasonable and you show that you're willing to give them what they want.
What they want is your motherfucking car, bitch. Maybe some target practice. Mrs. Ivy League's shiny shoes.
Yes. Well, how would you handle that situation, Tommy?
Dude, I'm really confused here. There's supposed to be some big screen monitor or something where I can see the enemy formation. I can't plan my attack.
No, Tommy. This is a question, and we're looking to see how you would respond to this situation. You've run out of gas on the wrong side of town. no cell phone. You look down in front of your car and you see a gang of street thugs heading your way. What would you do?
Like, wow, man, that would never happen. I stay in my room all day. I only come out to go to the bathroom, usually. All my money's tied up in an online PayPal account. I don't even own a car.
It's all right, Tommy. Relax. Richie, how would you handle this situation?
Man, what you talking about? That's the right side of town where I come from. Those are my own boys you talking about.
Judges? The judges award 100 points to Richie Rapper.
Wrong side of town is for me going to one of their neighborhoods.
Our second round question is worth 200 points. And the question is, every major league sport has its controversies. In baseball, it's the designated hitter rule. In the NFL, it's the rules for overtime. And even in the NBA, players want to jump directly from high school into league play. Your question is, if you could be named commissioner of a major league sport for one day, what rule would you change and why?
Shit, that's fucked up, man.
Tommy, you are first this round.
Well, one of the things that really pisses me off is that, on the Lord of the Rings online game, any player can come up to you anytime and challenge you to a duel. And there's always these level 65 players that are coming at you when you're like level 17. And always when other girl players are around. So, I would change that.
I'm sorry, Tommy. The judges are telling me that online virtual combat is not considered a major league sport. Your answer must be disqualified. So we'll move on. Richie, what sport would you change and why?
Man, I would replace Vince McMahon and set up that ring with barbed wire instead of rope. Maybe put a metal chair in each corner of the ring. Start the match. Now, I don't know. Pour some hot coals in the center of the ring. More blood and stuff.
I'm sorry, Richie, but the judges are telling me that professional wrestling is not a legitimate major league sport either. Therefore, we cannot accept your answer.
Well, then I'd make Kobe, LeBron, and Dwayne Wade all take part in the All-Star Dunk Contest. Yeah, that's what I'd do.
I'm sorry, Richie, but you're too late. The judges have already disqualified you for this round.
Shit, that's fucked up, man.
So we move on to Bonnie. What sport would you change and why?
Well, I can't say that I would change anything. After all, it is the perfect sport. But I must say, being the commissioner of the International Federation of Chess would look really good on my resume.
Sorry, Bonnie, but the judges are telling me that chess also fails to meet the criteria we were looking for in this round. So, after 2 rounds, the score remains Richie Rapper, 100 points, and Bonnie and Tommy hoping to catch up in our third and final round.
Damn straight.
And in our third and final round, the question is worth a total of 240 points. 80 points for the fastest response, 80 points for the most logical answer, and finally 80 points for the most humane answer.
Man, this game sucks.
And our final question is, if you win today's contest, you will be rewarded with $100,000 in prize winnings. Name one unselfish thing you plan to do with a portion of that prize money. Tommy, no surprise that the gamer would be the first to buzz in. Your answer.
Well, with that kind of money, I could afford to give away some of my online winnings instead of auctioning it off on eBay. That would make a lot of online players really happy.
Judges, 80 points are awarded to Tommy for the fastest response, and we shall wait before we hear our answers from our other 2 contestants before awarding the other 160 points. Richie.
I would give as much as I had to, all of it, if that's what it takes, to pay for that operation my little brother needs.
My, now, that is a generous thing to do. But it says here on my information on you, Richie, that you have no brothers or sisters in your family.
I get penalized because I ain't got no little brother. Hell, man, I ain't got no freaking $100,000 either. What's your point?
Bonnie, your answer.
This shit sucks, man.
Well, the honest answer is that I would use most of this money for my college education. I mean, my parents work hard, but they can't begin to afford college. That's why I've worked so hard in school, to get as many scholarships as I can. But it's not going to pay for it all. And this would free my parents to save some of their money for their later years.
Judges, 160 points go to Bonnie, and that's the game.
You suck, man. Man, you cheated.
Congratulations, Bonnie. You are the champion of Dropout Challenge. For Richie and Tommy, we have parting gifts of GED classes and bail bonds.
Hey, man, that's fucked up.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. Until next time.